Hello, I have been tasked with evaluating a peripheral, a keyboard. Online, its specifications to price ratio are, statistically speaking, an anomaly. This often indicates a subpar product, a classic bait and switch. One's hopes are elevated only to be dashed upon the rocks of shoddy craftsmanship. We shall see if this is one of those times. It's all very exciting. The subject is the AJAZZ ALUX60 Ultra. Its datasheet suggests a performance level incongruous with its retail price. My hypothesis is that there is a fundamental flaw, as is often the case. This investigation will seek to identify said flaw. Prepare for a deep dive. Observation 1. Its mass. It has a mass of approximately 1 kilogram. This is due to its enclosure, which is composed of 6063 aluminum alloy milled via a computer numerical control process. It is substantial. It will not be prone to unwanted lateral movement during vigorous typing. I have also noted the absence of extendable feet. This results in a fixed ergonomic profile of approximately 4 degrees. If you prefer a different angle, you will need to employ an external solution such as a book or several books depending on your preferred angle and the thickness of the books. Let us now proceed with the disassembly to inspect the internal architecture. One must be careful. These components are delicate. Here we are. The primary assembly. It utilizes a gasket-mounted design which isolates the plate from the chassis to reduce vibration. Now, for the interesting part, the dampening materials. Beneath the aluminum plate, we find a layer of PO foam. Beneath that, a PET, polyethylene terephthalate, insulation sheet, and beneath the printed circuit board, or PCB, a substantial silicone pad. There is even more foam at the very bottom of the case. It is a veritable sandwich of acoustic mitigation. The objective of this multi-layered system is to eliminate case ping and other undesirable high-frequency sounds. It is surprisingly thorough. And here we can see the plate-mounted stabilizers. As noted previously, their factory lubrication is perhaps a trifle viscous, leading to the suboptimal stiffness. The result of all this internal engineering is a sound profile largely devoid of reverberation. The acoustic properties of the alphanumeric keys are satisfactory, producing a low-pitched sound. It is an effective, if not entirely consistent, auditory experience. And now we must discuss the switches. They are not traditional mechanical switches. They operate on the principle of the Hall effect, which, as I'm sure you know, describes the production of a voltage difference across an electrical conductor, transverse to an electric current in the conductor and a magnetic field perpendicular to the current. This allows for an adjustable actuation point and a rapid trigger function, which decouples the reset and actuation points. It is quite clever, really. The software, the graphical user interface. Historically a source of great tribulation, reports indicated a critical failure in the profile management system. A bug. Let us test the current software revision. Fascinating, the bug has been patched. Profiles can now be saved and recalled without data corruption. It is a triumph for the firmware engineers. However, a new limitation presents itself. The function key, spacebar, and a few other keys are immutable. Their functions cannot be remapped. I tried. For some time, it appears to be a hard-coded limitation. A peculiar and somewhat frustrating design choice. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I have. It did not work. Conclusion. The AJAZZ ALUX60 Ultra is a device of contradictions. The hardware is of a surprisingly high caliber for its price point. It has excellent mass and operates on sound scientific principles. However, it is not without its foibles. The fixed angle, the stiff stabilizers, the immutable keys. These are all data points to consider in your final calculation. It is not perfect, but what is, apart from a nice hot cup of tea? So, who is the ideal user for this device? It is for the individual who prioritizes raw hardware specifications over ergonomic flexibility and complete software customization. The user must be willing to accept the stated quirks in exchange for a significant cost saving. It is, from a purely logical standpoint, a highly efficient transaction. If you found this analysis useful, the data suggests you should subscribe to receive future updates. My contact details are, well, they're not available, but you can click the button. Goodbye.